So welcome back to lesson 2, and in this lesson I want to discuss something that is very fundamental that I want you guys to understand, right? So in the first class, in our last class, you learned how to start your project, and then you created your first file and you wrote your first few lines of code. But in this class now, I'll be teaching you about before that I first want to let you understand what you do when you type in your CMD, when you enter your command prompt. So now this command prompt you are looking at, it's also known as terminal or shell. Some people call it terminal, some people call it shell, but on Windows it's called command prompt. If you are using a Mac system, it's called terminal, but people call it this name interchangeably. Okay, terminal, shell, command prompt. Some people also call it console, right? So this command prompt is before, when systems or when computer newly came out, usually the way people interact with computer is using this terminal. Before then, all these things were able to click, all these things we are clicking, they were not out then. These things are called graphical user interface. There was no graphical user interface, there was no browser back then. Do you understand? So basically, in this code we want to write in our Python as well, right? We could so we can interact with it using the terminal, right? We can write our code inside the terminal, but before we can write our code inside the terminal, we first need to type in Python. Don't make mistake with this thing, it's very simple. It's just okay. Let me give you a quick example. Now while you are watching this video, I want you to do 23 plus 31. What's the answer? 54. How did you calculate it? You could have used your calculator, right? Or you could calculate it in your mind, in your head. And for some of you, you can use your finger to hold your finger to count it. Some of you, when you were small, you draw number line 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then you add the other one, you count everything together. So in order to solve this simple arithmetic I asked you, there are so many ways you could solve it. So think of the terminal too, as a way of running your Python program or writing it. So now if I type in Python here and I press enter, now I am inside the Python interactive shell. Initially this was just command prompt, but now it's command prompt Python. Let me open another command prompt, cmd, enter. Can you see that it's currently just command prompt, right? I cannot write any Python code inside here, like the print or input, or or let me use the input function, which is to take in input, prompt user for input. Can you see it's input is not recognized, but I can write it here and do. So this one is just a command prompt, and this is a Python interactive shell. So from your command prompt you can check whether you have your Python installed, Python with the Python version with the Python 5 version prompt. You can also check every other package you have, like there's another package called request. Let me search for request, if it is here, but I doubt if it's here, but I don't know, it should be member. You see request is not recognized, but let me check for pip. There's another package on my system, if it's there. Can you see pip is there, right? Let's check for poetry. So this command prompt, you can use it to work on your system. You can use it to open files, you can use it to create files, you can use it to create folder, you can use it to create poetry project, right? But you can also write your Python code directly. Instead of writing it inside our PyCharm, we can also write it inside our terminal. So if you want to do that, you have to press Python, right, and press enter. So you will move from the terminal, you will move inside the Python interactive shell, where it will change it from this full part here to this 3 greater than symbol. That's, you know, that it's expecting Python command from you. And if you want to leave the Python interactive shell, you press exit and you press open and close bracket, then enter, then it leaves the Python interactive shell, right? Okay, so you leave the Python interactive shell like that. Now you see it is back to the terminal, right? Look at the second one too. Still, can you see now the same terminal prompt? If I press Python, I enter into the Python interactive shell again. Now you see I've entered into the Python interactive shell. And if you want to clear your screen, you just do CLS, or you type clear depending on the Windows you are using. So for Windows is CLS. Enter. Why is no worry? Can you see I'm inside the Python interactive shell? So if I want to close this, I can press another exit and it will close it. So inside this Python interactive shell, right, you see this Python interactive shell here, right? We can now start writing our Python code. For instance, print that we did in our first class, hello world, or hello Demi, my name, and I press enter. Can you see print it, right? I can. Okay, so fine. This Python interactive shell is you can access it. We can get to it through our command prompt. We can also get to it inside our PyCharm. If you want to check the Python interactive shell, right, you click on this terminal. You see I told you it's called terminal, command prompt, console, or shell, right? If you click this terminal now, shall you see now it has opened the terminal for us. And so this is still not the Python interactive shell. This is just the terminal window, the command prompt. If you want to enter the Python interactive shell, you have to press Python. And so what I'm trying to explain to you is that you don't really need to go to CMD, command prompt, before you can enter the Python interactive shell. You can still do it inside your PyCharm after you create your project. So my advice for you is, if you want to learn something in Python, maybe you want to start learning, you want to learn how to use the inputs, how to use the print, everything you can do inside your PyCharm, you know, you can also do it inside your terminal. The only difference is that whenever you close your terminal, nothing is saved. You have to rewrite all the codes. But inside your PyCharm, once you write your file, you see I close my system, is still there, the code is still there, right? You can run it multiple times. But this one, and then the second difference is you cannot write multiple lines of code here. You can only write one line at a time, and every time you press enter, it's going to execute or run that line. Unlike this one that I can do print hello world, then I can do print another, I can do another print I am happy, right? I can also print 3 lines of code, right? And I can run everything together, and you see it's going to give me everything. Hello world, I'm happy, 3 lines of code. In this case now I can just do it one at a time, and you see it's not helping me to close the bracket. I can only do it one at a time here, and then print what's the second thing I wrote? I am happy, right? Enter. You see it's just printing it immediately. And if you, instead of me retyping print, I can just press the up arrow key. It's going to return to me the last command. I will move my left cursor and I will delete this one. Now write the third thing, right? Press enter, right? So you see now that if I exit this now and I exit my terminal, I cannot have access to those code again. Do you understand? Because I have closed the terminal and I have closed the Python interactive shell that I opened inside the terminal. Let me open another Python interactive shell. You see that's the Python interactive shell. We also have it here inside. We also have it here through the terminal. Can you see? That's the same way we are going to exit it to here. Exit. Same way we exited it as we are going to exit it there. Do you understand? So so for simplicity, right, I can just close this one. Let me exit this one again. You can either press exit open and close brackets, enter, or you do Ctrl Z and press enter, it does the same thing. Then if you want to leave this command prompt itself the same, you can either click this S button or you type exit and you leave it. Let me open it again. So I want you to pause the video and I want you to do it. So exit, right, exit, you see it has exited it. So we'll be using the interactive shell here to run our program to continue. So now that you understand that the interactive shell, now we can access it anywhere, just like the way you access your math skills. You can use the calculator to sum a number, you can use your finger to count it, you can use broom or counters, you understand. So the same way, this Python interactive shell, you can run it from different places. You can get to it through your PyCharm, through your command prompt, and it runs your program. But just know that once you close the Python interactive shell, that is it. Everything you have worked on is gone. So usually you use this one for testing, to just write some lines of code and to test your ability to write the lines of code. I believe you guys understood what I just said. So that will conclude today's this session of the Python interactive shell and the Python. Okay, so before I finish it, right, I want you to also know that once you are writing your code in your Python interactive shell, let me go back to the Python interactive shell. Let's say I want to write print, okay, and I'm supposed to use just one bracket and close it, close with one open and close bracket. So I want to print this thing, close brackets, and then I close it, right? You see that it will give me an error immediately. It gives me a syntax error immediately. So if you are trying to write a code here, inside your Python interactive shell, the place you have your error, immediately you'll be seeing it if you have error. Unlike here, it is after you run it that you get the error, but here you are going to get the error immediately. You're going to get the error immediately. Let me try and commit an error willingly. Let's say that I want to do maybe 2. Okay, then one last thing I want to tell you. You see, error, there's nothing like you have, but here if I do 2 plus UR, nothing will happen until I run it. So then the way Python works is it reads your code line by line. It will read line 1, line 2, line 3, and line 4. So once I run it like this, can you tell me, can you see it has shown me the error? So it has first run line 1, line 2, line 3, and then the final error, can you see, it told me on line 5 there's an error, and that is the error we created here. If I move the error up here to line 3, you will see that it's going to run line 1, line 2, it won't run line 4. It will tell me the error. So you might have some correct things, in your line 1 and your line 2. It will run it up until it gets an error, and that's where it will stop. It won't execute the final one. Let's see now. It runs line 1, line 2, then it stops at the error at line 3. It did not continue. So that is how Python works. It runs your code from top to bottom. Yes. So another difference between the Python interactive shell and your code editor is that if you want to get an output like this hello world now, right? If I want to get it here in interactive shell, I don't need to use print. I just need to type it hello world inside quotes, because it is a string. You see, print it out for me. But here you have to print it out. So once you run your program, you have to use the print statement here inside your file. If not, you won't be able to see it in your console. In this place we are saying it. It is because of this print we are able to see it. Let me return back to the shell. Look at, I go to the shell, to the terminal. I can decide to create maybe I can do some expression. I can evaluate an expression 2 plus 3 equals to 5, right? But here, if I run it here, if I do 2 plus 3 here, this is not going to give me an error, but we are not printing it, we are not returning it, and it's not going to show it to us. It will just run line 1, 2, 3. Can you see? It ran this, but if I want to show this to the user from my code editor, I have to use the print. So that's the only. So when you're using the terminal, the interactive shell, you don't really need the print, because you just, if you press enter, it's going to print it out for you automatically. So I hope you understand the difference between the interactive shell and the code editor. So this is PyCharm. It's called PyCharm Integrated Development Environment. Because why it is called an integrated development environment is because it helps you to auto-complete your code. It makes your coding real fast, right? If you are typing print pr, you see it's already bringing everything out for you, and then you're able to. So the way I'm able to get this thing is when as I'm typing print pr, you see it is giving me option print values, separator, end, file, and flush, and this one. So but this is the first one, so you can just press tab on your keyboard. Once you press tab, it will put the open and close bracket, then you put in your opening quotes, and then it automatically puts the end quotes for you by itself, so it makes your work faster. That is why it's called the integrated development environment. You know, it makes it easier. It tells you the line your error is and all that kind of stuff. So can you see now? So as an assignment, I want you to open the Python and integrated interactive shell, open it on your command prompt, and also open it in your PyCharm, and try to replicate all these codes that I've written here. You can also print some other things that you would like to see there. Alright, so till next time, take care of yourself. Bye.